Wow, bloody day in the market today. But you know what? Time is really against the short sellers overall now, in the broader market, especially with AMC. Why? Because we just heard earnings coming from the giants of the tech sector in the US stock market. And it's kind of like, a little bit, but that is good news for those holding AMC. Why? Because when you jump into the details, this is just a confirmation again that time is just now the biggest enemy of hedge funds. All right. Now, the thing is, if you look at Microsoft, all right, Microsoft has been down almost 4%, and after hours is down almost 1%, even though earnings beat estimates, but it's not the same situation when it comes to Alphabet or Google, all right, because already down 3% within the trading session, and after hours, after releasing earnings, it's down almost 7%. That is huge. When you add to that others, Netflix down almost 8% on the day. Tesla, almost 13% on the day if you take after hours. Apple, 4%. And then Facebook as well. Down 4% after hours. And they are not even reporting earnings today. It's going to be tomorrow or Thursday. All right. And then you look at Amazon. Same thing. 4.5%, 4.6% almost during the day, and down 1.2% after hours. Guys, the translation to this is, growth, it's slowing. What used to work in 2020 and 2021 is not working anymore. But now when you add this to the fact that the market has been shedding a lot, if you look at the S&P, the major indexes today, what another bloody day. Why? Because bunch of these stocks that dropped today, the major index or the market dropped today majorly because of these tech sectors, these tech stocks. Why? Because people are now worried about, is this growth we have so far sustainable for these companies, which ultimately is going to be tough, especially as we get into a high inflationary environment with what the Federal Reserve is going to do. But when you add this to what we heard yesterday from Melvin Capital, that clients are not happy, and because they're not happy, they're going to ask the hedge funds for the money back. And we can understand the frustration, right? Because you give your money to a hedge fund because you are willing, or you are, in the expectations that they're going to give you double-digit returns. But so far, they are doing worse than the market. So why in the heck keep your money within hedge funds if one of the major stocks they are holding are dropping significantly? So they're going to be a rotation. All right, they're going to be a rotation. So money is going to flow out of these and get into other places, other stocks, other spaces within the market where it makes sense to be holding these stocks. So that ultimately will lead to the fact that short sellers are kind of doomed. Short sellers are in the mix of two major events that are cornering them, because on one hand, my stocks and my collateral are now less worthy than they were 2020 and 2021. All right. So the value of my company is decreasing by the day. All right. And I cannot even turn around to my liquidity provider in order to ask for, something, a cushion that will help me sustain my short position. So what I'm going to do next? Well, I'm going to start dumping. And this is exactly what we start seeing now. Plus, we don't know exactly if the market is going to crash or if recession is going to be. So everything coupled, it just only makes sense that it is now just a matter of time before we actually see a reversal in AMC. And by reversal, I talk about something similar to what we saw a couple of weeks ago, coming from, the 14s, going all the way to the 30s and the 35. All right. So just brace yourself, folks, because this couldn't continue to be this obvious. It couldn't continue to be sustainable. At some point, something has to break on the other side for us to start getting paid. That's just how it works. All right. So just be patient.